I hear you're not going to Ronnie's party. That's a shame.
Jenny pulled herself from the floor with the aid of Reg's new and distinctive frock, recently purchased from the Laura Ashley summer collection.
I might be. Don't be silly. Not without an invite.
It just so happens that
It just so happens what, Jenny?
Jenny hesitated, with the desire to lie straining upon her lips. The thought of not going to Ronnie's party was eating at her very soul, consuming her every single thought. The fact that Tabitha Torment was waving this unpalatable truth in front of her very nose was almost too much to bear. Tabitha had designs upon Ronnie too, but Jenny knew Tabitha's desires to be purely that of a wild animal, devoid of sentiment, lacking in affection, and empty of love. However, Jenny knew that her desire, in the eyes of God, amounted to far more than a night of jiggy-jiggy.
Hey, Jenny. It just so happens what?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, go on. You were going to say that you've got an invite, but you haven't, have you? You know and I know that you haven't received an invite to Ronnie's party.
And how do you know she hasn't received an invite? Tabitha. Morning, Reg.
There emitted a stunned silence from Tabitha Torment's lips. There hadn't been many moments in Tabitha's short yet destructive life when she had been lost for words. But this was just such an occasion.
You were saying?
There's work to be done.
Oh, thanks, Susan.
The word is thanks, Jenny, not thanks. And you should really say thank you. Thanks is a corruption of this exclamation of gratitude. Thank you sounds so much better and far less common.
Right. Well, thank you, Susan. You know, I think Tabitha's got it in for me.
I wouldn't worry about that. Tabitha's got it in for everyone. But why didn't you just tell her you'd received an invitation?
There was a slight pause as Jenny digested the implications of this statement.
I don't understand.
Well, that would have shut her up. It's not your fault you can't go.
Jenny wondered what she was talking about.
Wondered, not wandered.
I said wondered.
Well, it sounded like wandered. Your diction's awful.
It was at that moment, incensed by Susan's insistence on correcting the narrator, that the writer decided that from that day forth, Susan Bright would be able to hear the voice of the narrator, but not be able to see him or understand the meaning of his words. This would teach the stuck-up, sexually dubious snob to interfere with the literary merits of the production, and the curse would begin now.
Are you all right, Susan?
Yes, fine.
Susan looked around, quizzically, unaware of the dramatic curse that had been bestowed upon her.
Susan?
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
That voice.
What voice?
Just as Jenny's head was about to explode through the chaos and confusion created by Susan's words.
I'd like to speak to the owner.
She's not here. She's in bed with her nephew.
What?
And Jenny exited helpfully to get Marco.
Oi, you! You heard of some geezer called Ronnie Rake?
A geyser is the effect of subterranean pressure escaping into the Earth's atmosphere as steam. I hardly think one will have been named after Ronnie Rake.
What?
I think you're somewhat confused.
Oh, I doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Oh, this is the man, Mr. Marco.
Michelangelo! Morning, Reg. It's Sir Daniel. Daniel Doubting Thomas.
Daniel Doubting Thomas!
Hello, Margot. Long time no see. I'm looking for a piece of lowlife that goes by the name of Ronnie Rake.
Ronnie Rake? There's not no one here of that name. You must be mistaken.
Oh, I doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Just at that very moment, the moment that it seemed the world of the Cafe Operetta was about to cave in at the hands of the hardest hoodlum in Hitchin, in walked P.C. Peter politely. Realizing the mistake he had made in the plot construction and casting, the narrator continued, taking as much time as possible. As there was no narration written down, he quietly ad-libbed, eloquently retelling the viewers at home stories of his earlier childhood, growing up amidst happier days in the late 50s. Meandering across fields and streams, seemingly always bathed and lit in reassuring sunshine. His earlier years had been plagued by unpredictability, as both parents had suffered from acute schizophrenia. By the age of 9, he had come to terms with his unexpected expulsion from the Girl Guide movement.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here, then?
As P.C. Peter politely breathed a sigh of relief, sincerely believing that he had changed character just in time to avoid the viewers suspecting that there was something wrong, episode 8 of the Cafe Operetta thankfully came to a close. The goings-on at Cafe Operetta seem to grow in complexity each and every week, do they not? And as we draw towards the close of this riveting yet ludicrous soap opera, so many questions still remain mystifyingly unanswered. There are indeed many sordid moments and tacky, tasteless incidents within this interminable saga that still need to be resolved. And with this thought firmly planted in your sad and shallow minds, only a fool, unfeeling, uncommitted, unconcerned, would not tune in to next week's inane and, dare I say it, incredibly uninteresting instalment of Cafe Operetta. Good night.